International investing can be risky, starting from language barriers, currency conversions, foreign exchange regulations, so many problems. Yet, it's advisable to have certain amount of your portfolio into international equities. In this video, we'll be discussing about some stocks, funds, and ETFs, which you can choose to diversify your investments internationally. But remember, none of these are my recommendations. It's just personal preferences and choices that I personally have invested internationally. It's something that I personally have invested, and it's something which I am trying to share it with you. Whether you want to buy it or not, it's absolutely your call. So although we have a basket of international equities available for us to invest in, please do your due diligence thoroughly before you plunge into international investing. If you want to track the world index, there is a fund available in HDFC Mutual Fund House, which says World Indices, HDFC Developed World Indices Fund of Funds. This tracks the world index, benchmarking the MSCI World Index. Now, at the time of making this video, let's see the composition this fund has. But at the time of making this video, it's invested in some of the assets like CSIF, MSI USA Blue UCIT ETF, CSIF Lux Equity Europe, CSIF Lux Equity Japan, Lux Equity Asia Pacific ex-Japan, and Equity Canada. Looking to invest in Russian funds and ETFs? We have an option. It's the VAN ECK Vectors ETF. See, there is a report from Financial Express that says starting September 12th September 2022, non-resident clients from the friendly jurisdiction as well as non-residents controlled by Russian legal entities or individuals will be able to trade on the MOEX Equity Exchange Market. That's the Russian Stock Exchange. So starting September 12, 2022, that's well past. I still do not have clarity on this, but this is the news from Financial Express. This is the link, and that's the great news for all Indians and everybody who is a friendly neighbor to Russia. You are open to the MOEX now, especially if you want to get your hands in the iconic Russian defense industry, space industry. Wow, a class apart. Everybody knows what Russian military is capable of, what Russian defense is capable of, what Russian space is capable of. You want to get hands to it? Well, definitely I can guide you, but I'm yet to get my hands into buying Russian shares. But once I get to it, I'll make a separate dedicated video on that as to how you can open up a Demat account, or maybe your link, whatever you can do to get hands to one of these iconic companies in Russia. I'll make a separate video on that when it comes in. So we'll see when we can get to Russia. But as of now, let's try and capitalize on the companies that rule the world. Companies like Google, Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, McDonald's, Tesla, Amazon, Bank of America, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, BlackRock, what else? Berkshire Hathaway. Wow, amazing companies. All available for Indians and also for other countries. How? Well, there is a link in the description that says IND Money. That's something which you can choose to open or maybe link your Demat account and open a Demat account in USA and trade or buy these stocks as your investments. You can directly purchase stocks like Amazon, stocks like Microsoft, McDonald's, KFC, Coca-Cola, Berkshire Hathaway, Facebook, Google, Microsoft, whatever you want, directly through the link in the description for IND Money. Just visit the link, click on it, open up an account, register yourself, open a Demat account, transfer your money, it's free, and then invest. There is another giant, of course, Samsung, but it's in Korea. Unfortunately, we do not have any opportunity to invest in the Korean market. But yet, if you want to get hold of that giant, there is a way. Since it's not traded in the Indian stock market, neither it's traded in the US stock market, getting hold of that company directly is a bit difficult. Possibly you might have to open a demat account in Korea and buy that stock, but that's going to be an expensive affair. But what are the alternative options if you really want to get hold of Samsung? You can buy ETFs in USA, iShares of MSCI Korea ETF. It's available in the US stock market. Use your IND money, buy that. You get hold of Samsung. People in the UK can buy it through the Global Depository Receipt. So these are some options available to get hold on to the mega giants that are available in this world. Japanese mega giants like Toyota, Sony. As Indians, we can open up an international trading account and invest in these companies. Alternatively, surprisingly, we have an option in the IND money by getting hold of Toyota Motor Corp or the Sony in USA. So IND money is a wonderful option available for all Indians to invest in international mega giants. In the mining world, Rio Tinto PLC, it's a mega giant in the mining world. It's an Anglo-Australian company which focuses on mining and extracting metals from earth. It's a mega giant. Again, you can get hold of this from IND money. Pharma giants, Sanofi Pharma, Johnson & Johnson. See, Sanofi Pharma is a mega giant in the pharma industry, and it's the world's largest player in the area of cardiovascular and nervous neurosystems. Once again, you can check IND money for this. So lots and lots of options available for us to choose from. Now, why is it required to diversify your investments into international equities, into international companies, into international stock market? Why is it necessary? Now, we all discuss about the Indian stock market and the opportunities that are ahead of us, the wonderful time that the country is going through and will go through in the future decades to come, the wonderful opportunities that are ahead of us, the wonderful returns that the Indian stock market has given in the past, and the possible potential high returns that the Indian market is, it's throwing at us for the future. But there are times when the country as a whole will not perform. All of these returns, all of these possible future predictions that we see are all tentative, provided we have a very good leader leading the country. What if we do not get a very good leader who leads the country? Then all these future predictions, the decisions he would take or his government would take, will not take the country in the right direction, or may not take the country in the right direction. What happens in that scenario? Would you still bank on your country? Would you still bank on India? If you're an Indian, would you still bank on your country? Me as an Indian, we in India, we are lucky to be in a phase where India is booming, where the opportunities lying in front of our country is massive growth opportunities. But look at our neighbors, same Asia, same geographic location, same people around us who think alike, climate is same, everything is same. Look at our neighbor Pakistan, look at our neighbor Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. Pakistani economy is suffering for a very long time. Look at Sri Lanka, they almost went bankrupt. Look at Bangladesh, they got a huge hit in their economy. Look at Afghanistan. Look at the Asian countries, what's going on around us. The only country which is prospering at this moment, or which is at the verge of, the rise, is India. Do you think what happened to Pakistan or Bangladesh or Sri Lanka will not happen to India? Can you guarantee that? Can you guarantee bad times will not hit India? No one can, neither can I, nor can you. Nor can the big experts in the stock market. Nobody can give a guarantee that bad times will not hit our country. Nobody can. So when that's not a guarantee, which itself tells us that it's a guarantee that bad times will come and it will haunt you. So when those times comes, what will happen to your money? They'll go in for a toss. No matter you're invested in high quality stocks, no matter you're invested in good mutual funds, bonds, or whatever it is, when your country is doomed, nothing is going to prosper in that country. Then the savior will be the international investments. That's what is going to bring a balance to your portfolio. That's what is going to nullify the downtrends that the Indian stock market will throw at your portfolio. The international investments will pull it up. That will rebalance your portfolio. We need strong, stable countries, strong, stable economies to invest our portfolio, to invest our money over there. And those economies, those countries, those stable economies will pull our investments and bring it to a point where we are not at a loss. Or at least we minimize our losses. We just cannot depend on one economy. Just like we cannot depend on one particular stock, we need to diversify. We also cannot depend on one particular country and its economy. We need to diversify. We need to diversify the country and the economy. Unfortunately, Earth is the only planet which allows investments. If a day prevails, we can invest in Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and even the entire galaxy. But for now, we need to open our span and invest across the world. You need to have a home for your investment in every major country in this world, in every major economy in this world. This will allow further diversification and safeguard your portfolio during a major downfall. So if you're in India, you can use the link IND Money and simply open up an account and start investing across the world. But once again, if you understand the risks involved, if you understand international investing, take your call. We believe at least 10, 15, 20% should be parked outside your country. No matter where you are, in which country you are, at least 10 to 15% minimum, 20% is a good handsome amount, should be parked outside your country to give a good, healthy diversification to your portfolio. We feel we should diversify internationally. Whether you feel it or not, will you do it or not, it's your call. It's not our recommendation. We have not recommended anything to you. We have just opened up some options. We have given you the options which you can use and invest elsewhere outside your country. Once again, whether you'll do it or not, it's your call. That's all for today. See you again. Till then, SG signing off. Goodbye.